to check in today, see how everybody's doing, and so forth, and find out how everybody's doing. This is a spontaneous live. Um, we went to the Sam's Club yesterday, and I was exhausted. And Monday, I don't know what it was, but boy, my fibromyalgia was really flaring up. So I took kind of Monday off, and then, well, we went to Josh's doctor, and I worked on the blanket for Indigo that I'm trying to finish. And unfortunately, I made a mistake, so I had to do some ripping out, some frogging last night, which I wasn't too happy about. But hi, Sandy. It had to be done because, I mean, it's not about being perfect, but it was something that wasn't going to pass my test. So I had to kind of take it out back to just the one panel of flowers. So I was like, I'm all done. And then it was like, no, I have to frog some stuff back. So Monday we watched movies. We just took it easy. I mean, I was really, really hurting on Monday. Sam's Club was yesterday. And today I just kind of just taking it really easy. I had a real difficult time going to sleep last night. I'm making soap caddies today. I've made several. I've got to get them done for Eli Yoder, which I'm going to his church on Sunday the 18th. And of course, I'm bringing a shirt, and I made this one for his son. I'm going to give him some of the soap caddies. I made this one for his wife. I made this one for him. And then I'm making these soap caddies because I want to give to him for, hi Fuzzy, for Green Bean, for the, if anybody's familiar with the Wordless book, this is kind of on that format. I'll be including a track with the Wordless book, so the colors of that are green, then you green for growth in Christ, white for washing clean, red for the blood of Jesus, black for sin, and then gold for heaven. So I'm going to put all those out. I'm making soap caddies so I can give to him, and you guys can put hashtag blessed in the chat to connect with your channel, have everybody connect with your channel. But I'm doing these because I want to give him these to be able to use to pass on in his ministry and show him these. And then we had to go to Sam's, or it's not Sam's Club. Hi, Yarnworks. We had to go to Hobby Lobby because I got the yarn because I'm making soap caddies for baby shower coming up eventually here. So I want to get started on those because those are going to be the favors. I'm going to make soap caddies for everybody coming to baby shower. So I gotta get them rolling. So between that and just kind of feeling a little blah today, I am going to do a short to let people know about the Dog the Bounty Hunter giveaway, but I have to get these started because the 18th isn't going to be too far away, and I want to give him these so that he can pass them out in his ministry, maybe give some away. Now, we are going to meet him at his church on the 18th, and I'm going to do another giveaway. I'm going to get another book, and I'm going to have him sign it, and I'm going to have it maybe put to the Blessed Crochet community or something like that. I'll have him sign it, and I will be giving that away with 2 of our soap caddies for another giveaway, probably around Easter. I'll save that for Easter because I think that would be a good giveaway, and I'll save like one of these soap caddies to include in with that, along with 2 other soap caddies, for everybody else. So I'll save one of them out of here, but I'll get a book. He'll have books with him on Sunday or next week, the 18th, and I'll have him also sign a book, and that way we can do another giveaway for him in April for Easter, and so that'll be great. So I've got to do that. I'm going to upload the one for the telling everybody about the what is it? The oh goodness, the frost guards. I'm going to get that one done. And I'm not uploading any videos for a little bit because I really want Dog the Bounty Hunter to really not get buried. But I've got to get on the hopping and record and edit all the videos so that at the end of the month I can upload all the series for the Advent, and then we could get that all up to date and you guys can have the resource for it. So I'm planning on doing that. I have just felt blah. I mean, Monday I was really hurting, and as you all can see from the thumbnail, I did the Fibromyalgia Warrior shirt, which I love, and I've got to get one from myself now. I love, love, love it. And so I've kind of been dealing with a little fibromyalgia um, and so forth. Christina is doing well. I've also been taking a little bit of time because we're trying to really get her approved somehow, some way for a CGM. You all know that she's a diabetic, but that she's hi Carmen, she's a diabetic. Of course, she's considered high risk pregnancy, and so we're trying to very much get this thing covered. Um, uh, I'm trying to call all different numbers. So I was on the phone for a majority of the afternoon getting this covered. It is a huge copay um, for her to get the Dexcom, which is what Josh wears, and we have to find out if that's not the one our insurance covers, which one does, and then it'll be whatever the copay is, and I don't know what else. We'll do something to get it covered. We'll get something to help her get it on her body during her pregnancy, whether it's the Dexcom or the Freestyle Libre or something. So I was on the phone for over an hour with one agency to try to see if they would help. And so I've been kind of doing it. I even called my House of Representatives and complained I am going to send letters to and call my lawmakers because I really do believe that if you are pregnant and you're a diabetic, there should be no reason why you should not have a continuous glucose monitor. Whether you're a type 1 or type 2, it should be on your body for the protection of you and your child. There is no testing that my daughter can do to make sure that her and her baby are kept safe. And I can't imagine being pregnant, working, doing all this kind of stuff, and having to do what I'm doing in the background. I love Dexcom, but I really think they're kind of, not really. I just don't understand. This is my problem, guys. I'm going to vent a little bit because I'm a little frustrated. I call Dexcom. They won't even help if you're not a type 1 diabetic. Excuse me? I don't understand. We are living in a country where a CGM is a piece of equipment that can go on a body that's life-saving for both the child and the mother. Even if you're not pregnant, it is something that can dramatically help a diabetic pay attention to their sugars, be able to pay attention to what they're eating, and I don't understand it. It is ridiculous. I mean, I'm talking about just for her to get her Dexcom. It is a car payment bill. My mother pays less for her car payment a month than what it would cost for the copay of that. Excuse me? You're a person who has diabetes, who is pregnant. It should automatically be covered at least 100%. If not, the minimum it should cost is maybe $30, $40. No, I'm not. I'm happily married. Thank you very much. So I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. I think that it is. I just think that it's kind of. It's something that's just kind of not I don't know. I'm frustrated that the technology is there, and I don't think people realize. And I'm probably going to do a live on really what it is like to live with somebody on a Dexcom. I think I'm probably going to do a live on it. What is it like to live with somebody on a Dexcom? Because I live with Josh, who I can't tell you the amount of times that when his Dexcom goes off in the middle of the night, either he's waking up or I'm waking up to go get him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because his sugar numbers are at a dangerous level. And I don't think people realize the value of having this on their body. If you are somebody that is a diabetic, and a lot of places, a lot of insurances won't cover you to have this on your body if you are a type 2 diabetic, which to me does not make sense. And I've never quite understood, because Christina was diagnosed at the age of 13. She should be considered a type 1, and she should be considered having juvenile diabetes, and she's never been. And I don't quite understand it. I'm not all in the medical field and everything. And I'm thankful for her doctor. Hi, Echo. I'm thankful for her doctor for giving her samples and so forth to help her through. And I will do, whether I got to start a GoFundMe account, I don't care what I got to do. This is my daughter. And this is my grandbaby. And it could be very dangerous for her and this child to have sugar numbers that are not monitored. She could deliver early. She could have a baby that winds up in the NICU. She could have a larger baby than what she should. And there's no amount of testing that my daughter can do to make sure that she's going to be safe. You know, she's due in June. She's due in June of 26. So the fact that the one piece of equipment costs about as much as a car payment, hi Alfonso, is literally ridiculous at the copay. So she's got to find out whether or not the Freestyle Libre is the one that's covered. They're having her on the Dexcom right now and make those choices. And then I don't care what I got to do to make sure it's on her body. But I think that even after, and this is what I told Jim Jordan's office, because that's who our representative is. I said to them today, I said, even after she has this baby, it should be on a mother of young children, because there has been instances where the mother has had a low and passed out, and then these children are panicking at home, because they don't know what's going on. And if the mother can monitor it through it, is so beneficial. I don't think people understand what the Dexcoms can do, continuous glucose monitor can do, and I personally believe it should be on every diabetic, because it becomes a preventative, whether or not, and of course she has the autism, so she's always struggled with testing her sugar. So if you're praying, please pray. I spent most of my day calling, trying to find agencies, and even the RX cards. I mean, they're $250 to get a month's supply. I mean, we're not talking about just, okay, well, it's $100. We're not talking about that. I think the copay is ridiculous. So you can imagine if it's $250 just with the RX cards, Good RX and all those other cards, just imagine what the copay is without it. And that's with her insurance covering a little bit. So, she has to call, or I told her I'd call to find out which one her insurance has. And her doctor's office is wonderful, but I'm sitting there going, can you all figure out which one they have so she can get whatever one is covered so we can get it rocking and rolling here? And I don't care whether I've got to start a GoFundMe to help do it, or I've got to go out to the YouTube community to make it happen so that we can help her get it. I don't care what we got to do. But to me, it's a piece of equipment that is absolutely a preventative to what could happen in so many ways. So, anyway, that's my spiel for tonight. That's what I've been doing, and I've just kind of been tired. Well, Sam's Club wears me out. It absolutely wears me out. So I was tired yesterday. We came home and I was just exhausted. And then Monday, and um, you know, and I was sore, and so I thought I'm taking it easy. And Sunday was wonderful because we went out with a pastor from our formal church in Florida, and it was wonderful. But I was really tired on Monday or Sunday, and then of course I did that love talk, which I absolutely loved. And if anybody saw it, I've been having a little bit of asthma kick up. So if I ever am on a live and I start kind of yawning, it's kind of my way of resetting my breathing. It's not at all that I was bored. I absolutely loved being on there, and I told the girls, Boogie and Oh So Ravishing, I go back anytime and talk with them. I thought it was awesome, and I so enjoyed the live with them at all. But there was a couple times I was trying to kind of get my breath regulated again, and I would yawn, and it wasn't like I was bored or tired. It was like just got to reset the breath again. But it was a really good live, and I really enjoyed those two ladies. So anyway, that's my spiel. But I think we're gonna do a little bit about living with somebody with CGM. Well, thank you very much, Holly. Welcome on into our community. You can put hashtag blessed in the chat. If you'd like anybody to connect with your channel, this is a place where you do not need a crochet hook. You just need to want connection, and we do that a lot. I am sorry that I haven't really been out there very much in the past couple days. I just really, hi, Tanks. I just needed a break for the past couple days. And I took it kind of easy. I love to crochet too. It helps me. I just kind of took it easy, and like I said, I was on the phone. I mean, by the time you get on the phone call with all these people trying to find out this and that, oh, this program's closed. Oh, we don't have this program. Oh, we don't have my head was spinning. So I thought, forget it. But tomorrow I have some plans to get some stuff up. And what I'll start doing is start getting the Bible verses rolling. I'm probably not going to start the Bible verses for the new devotion until February. It's not really a new devotion. We're just going to continue with the devotion um, from last year that we stopped halfway through because I was just needed a break from it. So anyway, and I've got to look out for a heart because we're making a series. If y'all aren't realizing it, we are making a series. If you hear me on this channel talk about Lil Bean, Little Bean is my grandbaby on the way, and due in June. And so we have done a snowman because their Yaya loves snowmen. So I'm going to do we did a snowman. I got to find a heart. Hi, Epic. Got to find a heart. So we can do a bean with a heart. And then every time, hi, only, every time we have a holiday, we're going to do a craft like we did with the bean, the snowman, and make something. We're going to make a whole series of snowmen. We're going to do heart. We're going to do a cross for Easter and an Easter bunny. We'll do 4th of July. We'll do St. Patty's Day. Hi, Indigo. St. Patty's Day, and we'll pick all the holidays and we'll make a whole bean collection full of them. And it really came out absolutely cute. Indigo, I'm telling you, I finished your blanket last night, and then I've laid it out, and I realized I made a mistake. I had to go back and tear some out. Actually, a whole section of flowers I had to tear out. I was like, the row below, I had 2 panels done, and I was going into the last panel of the flowers, and I realized, I looked at it, pulled it out, and it's done. I'm like, nope, I gotta tear it out because there's a mistake, and it was enough that it wasn't settling with me well. So it's okay. I'm a perfectionist, guys. When it comes to my crochet stuff, I am a perfectionist. I know it won't be perfect, but that was a mistake I should have caught. And it's fine. I can crochet it really quickly and easily. But I'm working on these today because I've got to get these soap caddies, and I'm making the wordless book. For those that don't know, thank you. For those that don't know, that is the salvation thing. I'm making those into our soap caddies because I'm meeting Eli Yoder and on the 18th, and actually I'm going to get a book, have him autograph a book for you guys, and we'll give it away in at Easter. So anyway, I know it's no worries. So I've been doing that, and these have got to be done by next week anyway. So I thought I'll do that. So that's kind of what's happening. Yes, absolutely. I will be, like I said, I will be. That's awesome. I will be. He's going to be having his books at the church for autograph and purchase, and I will be buying a book for you all, and I will be doing a giveaway for it. And don't forget, we got that Dog the Bounty Hunter. One of my mods drop explanation point dog. As long as you're in the United States, you're over 18 years old, we're doing Dog the Bounty Hunter hat that he signed. We're doing that giveaway. So don't forget to check out that video, guys. And if you can go and hype it, I think this is the last night, possibly, to hype. I'd appreciate it. If anybody can hype it, if they can still hype it, go ahead and hype it. Watch it and give it all those thumbs up. Thank you very much. I'm going to do a short on it, and I'm excited, but I'll be getting a book from him. But I wanted to give him soap caddies, and I've got the shirt. It says Fearfully and Wonderfully Made. Of course, our new merch that's out in our merch store. So I'm making one for him and his wife and his son. And then I'm making the wordless book soap caddies, which have all the colors for the wordless book. You know, the salvation story and the soap caddy, so that he, in his testimony, because he tells his testimony and stuff when he's out and about, he can hand out the soap caddies. And we do them too for anybody that's, their church or something that needs them done. I charge very minimal. I charge, whatever. It's usually $5 on our merch store. For the soap caddies, I charge a little bit less. For any kind of baby shower, gender reveal, ministry needs that, I will do it for less than what the other ones cost. And I had to go get soap caddies because I got to start making little beans for the baby shower. And another thing we're going to do too is I'm going to send out generic neutral baby invitations, because we're going to do an experiment here on this channel. I've seen it done on other channels, and we're going to do one for like Chick-fil-A, which Christina loves, and Chewy, and of course, Mocha and everything, right? Chewy and some other ones that I've seen people be able to get, and ones that she would like. And we're going to send them a baby invitation, and see if they respond back with anything for her. I think that would be a fun activity to see. So if anybody has a suggestion on companies we should reach out for and send, a baby invitation to, I'm going to send the gender neutral one to them. And then that way we'll see if any of the companies respond with anything that they'll send her. I've seen people like Chick-fil-A sent, something. I think Chewy sent something and so forth. And we'll just see whether or not any of them send her anything for the baby, for little Bean. So I thought that would be a cool thing to see. So I'm going to get together. I'm going to get this weekend with a bunch of activities. Hi, Brenda. A bunch of companies and their addresses and so forth, and write them and see, like a handful. And I'll let y'all know which ones we're doing, and we'll see what the response is, and then be able to give the stuff to Christina. That'll be fun. So we'll see. We'll see. I know Chewy and Chick-fil-A, and I know Chewy, Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's I want to send to and see if they send her anything because she likes Raising Cane's. Those three. And then I'll have to see if there's any other place that she likes. Kohl's too, but I don't know if they would send her anything. So I'll have to do an investigation and see and write down a couple companies, like 12 companies, just to send the baby invitation to and see if it does anything. I thought one person that I want to send a baby invitation to, I know she would love, for those that don't know, Mama Tot. She loves Mama Tot. And I want to send her a baby invitation and see if she'll send her at least something, and so forth, just to see if she would say anything. So I thought maybe I'll see about sending it to her. Maybe she would send her a little something or other. So we'll see. We'll see about that one, but for sure. And if I did send Mama Tot anything, I would certainly send her probably a poncho. I'd make her a poncho for sure. But I'll have to see if there's other companies that I think would be good. I know there was one lady that did it, and she had a list of ones, and I thought, well, yeah, that one for sure, and that one, and maybe Johnson & Johnson, see if they would send anything. Aveeno would be another great one because they have a lot of baby stuff. Pampers may be another one to send to. See if they send her anything, see what we get, and then just be able to pass that on. And that way, if anybody, anybody, that way, the content would be there for you guys to see. If anybody would, send things by sending the invitations and see what we get. So anyway, I've got the invitations kind of started. She's kind of picked a date, and then I would recommend, well, it depends. I mean, if you're someone that's out there, you don't want the gender revealed, then you do it. Send them a gender neutral invitation, and then that way you could show that without releasing the gender, which I have not had. We don't know yet, and I have not, at this time and for the foreseeable future, do not have permission to release. And I'm honoring my son-in-law and my daughter. But baby is growing well, strong, healthy. And Christina has a little bump. And you all kind of got to see Little Bean, because if you go back to, what day was it? The day I was talking about the merchandise. You'll see in the video, Christina popped in, and you'll see she turned to her side and said, see, we got a little visitor. So Little Bean did show himself on the channel, or herself, right? Him or her, we don't know. We do not know. We know it's a baby. That we know for sure. It's a growing little one. So anyway, that's probably what we're gonna do, and then I'll do some more grandma content. Um, I've just I've just kind of hopefully tomorrow I have more energy. I have not had yesterday wore me out, and I've just had really not too much energy. This whole sciatic nerve, I'm telling you where I can tell you where it can go because it's really kicking me up. I'm having a lot of trouble with it all of a sudden again. And we've changed insurances, so we've had to be doing stuff with Josh and his medicine, and oh boy, oh boy. I'm telling you, insurance agency is not something I'd ever want to deal with. It was funny because when I called one of the lawmakers' offices, she said, "What are you trying to do?" I said, I don't know if we can do anything for that specific insurance." And I said, "No, but something has to happen. So there needs to be a blanket law passed or something added that if you are pregnant and you should and for the safety of your baby and so forth, you need a CGM that you should be getting it, but it shouldn't be this difficult to get it, and it shouldn't be this expensive. Even if the other one is under $100, that's too much. It should be no more than $30, $40 at the max. And that's it. So, I haven't begun to fight yet. Believe me. I told my daughter, I said, I'm a bulldog. She said, well, I'm getting upset. Because then we thought, well, maybe, this is what the crazy thing was, is I said, well, did the doctor send a pre-auth? Can you rerun it again? And the CVS pharmacy, or whatever pharmacy they used, I think it was CVS, I can't totally remember. I called too many places today. She ran it. She's like, yeah, it's $10 more than what it was originally. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. How could it go up instead of down? It was ridiculous. Oh, I will. I will. I don't care where I have to go to get it done, but my goodness. But to me, if there's any way of being able to advocate so that mothers that are they first of all, when you are pregnant, and especially for the first time, and you're going through all this new stuff like this should not be this hard. She's having to do extra appointments and extra sonograms and extra this and this and this. And there really should be ease so that this piece of equipment that can really help her and her baby should not be this difficult, this exhausting to be able to obtain. I found myself today kind of at one point going, I'm getting overwhelmed and I'm not even pregnant. So I can't imagine what it's like for a mother that maybe has one or a couple, children to have to deal with this. I did tell Christina, I said, well, at least you don't have to worry about one thing. I said, they won't test you for the sugar stuff. I had to do that when I was pregnant. Drink that orange stuff. Ugh. And I said, well, at least you don't have to worry about that. That's one thing you're not going to have to go through. She said, nope, because I've already got it. I said, yep, that's pretty much it. So anyway, it is what it is, and we will make it work somehow, some way, but it's just frustrating. And I've got to make some more phone calls tomorrow and see what I can accomplish and get done. But again, it shouldn't be this. It really honestly should not be this difficult. It should be relatively easy to succeed and get this, and it's not. But we will succeed, I can promise you that. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to go get ready for bed, and I'm probably going to head to bed early, and I'm going to finish up this one soap caddy if I can get one more done before I go to bed, and then I'm going to head to bed. I don't know if I look tired, but I feel tired tonight. I'm going to go to bed and get a good night's sleep and hopefully get up tomorrow and get some more things done. But I wanted to check in with y'all and kind of give you a heads up. And believe it or not, the snow is all melted. All that snow we had, except for piles of snow, our front lawn is back to green. It's there's no snow on the front except for where the piles of snow were. So, oh, this has been a crazy, crazy winter. That's for sure. And I'm not looking for winter to be over and for storm season to hit. I'm really not looking forward to that at all. So, guys, put in hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel one more time before we head on out of here. And while y'all are doing that, I'm going to say my ending spiel or my any important things for you guys to remember, right? Be proud of being you because everyone else is taken. Remember, we have merch in the merch store with that logo on it now. And I'll be getting my new shirt soon. I can't wait to show you guys. And then remember, guys, too, we got you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. And remember, keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. That is for sure. And I will go in the next couple days and answer any comments you all have. Again, there's just been a lot going on over the past couple of days, and I did watch some of your stuff, Fuzzy, and I will watch some more tomorrow too as well on both of your channels, so I will get that done for sure. Love you all, and I will see you all tomorrow sometime, somehow, somewhere. But keep us in check, keep watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and make comments, guys, because we love hearing them. We love getting the feedback. We love just having you all check in. And I did all the shout outs you see are all the mods. I want to thank them for all they do to help this channel and the growth of this channel. And we put up the hub so you guys can connect over there too. Those posts come out at 12 o'clock every night a.m. Love you all. Talk to you all later. Have a blessed night. Bye-bye for now.